What's going on, traders? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. So today I am going to be selling one of my cars. It is not the Z06, it is the 2016 Subaru WRX. Well, at least I have a buyer, and I wanted to make a video. I know I've been lacking when it comes to the group of mobile investments, and if you guys don't know what that is, the link will be provided for you down below. It's a free group that you can join. It's pretty much a networking group where people that want to get a little bit more into the market of buying and selling cars, it's a group chat for you guys, and so we can share best practices and share mistakes in effort to promote growth, right? So the more you know, the better you'll be, or the more successful you'll be. So this is it. As you guys can tell, it is very dirty, and one of the things that I'm going to be focusing on today is presentation. And although, you know, they love the car, the pictures that I had posted of the car were when I, nearly washed it. So even if they absolutely love the performance of the car and everything that it has to offer, a car looking like this and being this dirty is definitely not a way that you want to present your car. So what I mean by that is you always want to make sure, as a seller, right, if you're trying to be, in a sense, and do this for a business, you want to be the best that you can. And by doing that, you want to make sure that the product that you offer is top-notch. So although, there could be something going on with the car, or whatever the car, may be, you want to make sure that you make it the best it can be. So when they come back to you, or when they want to buy another car, they'll reach out to you. And that's really just it. I mean, the car isn't necessarily extremely dirty. It's just been sitting out and it's been raining. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a good wash. And then I should hopefully be vlogging the whole experience of me meeting up with the guy, selling it, hopefully, right? And then just talking about it. So hopefully you guys enjoy. So as you guys could tell, it has 21,741 miles for this 2016 Subaru WRX. Again, I'm not going to be talking about exactly the price I'm selling it for, or the price I bought it for, because in reality that's not really something that I need to talk about. But all you guys need to know is that I am selling it for a profit. I was driving it around for about really 2 months, and then I bought or 3 months, and then I bought the Z06, and then I didn't really drive this anymore. Although this was my daily driver, I started to drive it up again, and then really stopped. It's a really inexpensive car, in my opinion, to own. It's very reliable, very eco-friendly, and it has a kick to it. So that's a really nice thing about it. It has, a nice aesthetic, like, lineage throughout the car. So I think it's a very, visually appealing car. Overall, I'm very satisfied with this specific Subaru. Next time, if I ever choose to buy a Subaru, and again, this comes based on me sharing my best practices, is a lot of Subaru owners were kind of thrown back because it was an automatic. Therefore, this car would have sold like that if it was a manual, and that's just something to look forward to, or to adapt to in the future, right? So if it comes down to buying another Subaru WRX, no matter if it's an STI or not, going with a manual would most likely be ideal for that specific market. So I'm gonna go ahead and start washing the car. I'm running a little short on time, so hopefully I get some good footage for you guys throughout the day. What's going on, traders? So I have officially sold the 2016 WRX. As you guys can tell by the title, I wasn't 100% sure if it was actually going to, go through. A lot of the things when, a very common thing when buying it, or when selling cars, is that, people like to go on joyrides, and I try to post that, so, we kind of avoid that or filter those people out. But this guy was very serious. He, took the cash out, a certain amount. He had a cashier's check, and we met up at Chase Bank, and completed the transaction. It was probably one of the quickest transactions, or quickest sales, that I've ever done. We went on a test drive of the car. He loved it. He said the car looked amazing. Again, the presentation was a really big thing, and it was nothing crazy that I did. I did it within my means. It didn't cost me anything. right? It doesn't, you don't have to, you know, spend $100, $200. Give me 1 second. You don't have to be spending, you know, $100 to $200 on a detail, or go out of your way and make it such an inconvenience, or, you know, incur an extra cost to try to make it look a way that you can't afford. Again, realistically, just within your own means, try to make the car look the best you can, right? When it comes to, and the reason I say that is because you want to have, in a sense, some type of, like, you know, feeling when it comes to people working with you. And what I mean by that is you want to make sure that people feel confident when working with you, that, you know, you make it a fun, in a sense, you know, thing for them to do, a fun transaction. They're making a big purchase, they're buying a car, right? So you want to make it an overall amazing experience for them within your own means, right? So you know, if that means, you know, buying them like a Starbucks coffee, taking them for a test drive and joking around with them, you know, playing some music, whatever it is, however it is that you want to treat it, you know, it's a fun transaction for these people, and you want to make it an amazing experience. And that's definitely something that I try to do every single time, just because I know what a big, you know, purchase this can be for a lot of people. And sometimes you encounter people that are actually buying the car to sell it for a profit, and those aren't such great experiences, and those people end up, you know, just trying to lowball you. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I really do apologize. That has actually never happened. My camera fell from the suction cup, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Overall, it was a super quick transaction. I don't want to bore you guys with all that stuff. Something I do want to recommend every time you guys are selling a car, right? Because today I sold a car. Every time you guys are selling a car and they're willing to pay cash or with a cashier's check, do yourself, you know, the favor and meet up with them at your bank. And the reason I say that is because you don't want to collect, you know, falsified cash, nor do you want to receive a cashier's check that you know, isn't real. So the best way to avoid that, and the best way to filter out, you know, scams and all that stuff, is to meet up with them at a bank, and they will verify everything. Your funds will be in your account, and that could really be it. Something, the way that you can pitch it is, you know, you want to meet up with them at a bank, depending on if your bank notarizes, or if your state needs a notary for the sale. Then it can make them feel that much more confident buying off of you. And overall, that's essentially what we did. That's how I positioned it, and it was a total convenience for me and for him as well. He loved the car. He's a super cool guy, and you know, that is really just it. I bought the car, I drove it around for 4 months, and I was able to make quite a bit of profit off of it. Nothing ridiculous, but again, it's this, you know, I've always wanted to try out a Subaru, and what better way to test drive or own a Subaru by owning it and selling it for a profit. And I think that's the, you know, a beautiful thing. So we're in the green, starting, you know, 2017 on a green O when it comes to these buying and selling of cars. I sold again the BMW. I finalized the purchase for the GTR, and then now I have sold, you know, the WRX. I'm currently in my 2015 Corvette Z06. I am going to keep this probably for a little bit longer, but I am thinking of buying, you know, a bike and another car to daily drive and to resell. So that's really it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, you know, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys would like more, you know, car videos or car vlogs, again, a majority of my following are investors, entrepreneurs, and people that enjoy, you know, talking about penny stocks. So I'm not too sure if cars are a big thing within my channel. If it is, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to make videos about cars for you guys. As you guys know, I love them. It's, you know, something I truly love to invest in and to own, and I want to share it with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, let's make sure that we continue sharing our best practices and sharing our mistakes in effort to promote growth. If you guys want to be a part again of Mobile Investments, which is the networking group that I started for buying and the reselling of cars, the link is going to be provided for you down below to our Facebook platform, which is a free group. It's Tech But Solutions, and then within that platform there will be another link that will send you, it's on the top pin post, that will allow you access to our group chat. And then I hope to see you guys there. Thank you guys again, take care, and have a good rest of your week. And I do want to let you guys know that the reason I wasn't able to film the transaction was due to me not knowing this guy. When I sold the BMW, I didn't film it because I necessarily didn't know the guy. When I sold the GTR, I filmed it because it was my buddy's friend and he was okay with the idea of me filming it. You want to make sure that you keep it professional, but want to make it fun for them, right? Filming it might be, you know, crossing that line, so I definitely didn't want to overstep my boundaries, and that's essentially why I didn't film it. I was thinking of recording it with just the voice to see if that's something that you guys would like to, you know, listen into, and if that is, you know, I can do that on one of my next, you know, sales or purchases. I just need you guys to give me some feedback, and you know, I'd be more than happy to. So let me know.